Blessed be, sweet ones. This is Lady Enchantee. We're here with another herb chat, impromptu, late night. I thought that I would like to share with you a few of the herbs we have drying, the bounty from the garden, maybe some that we haven't seen before, and maybe some that we would like to revisit. So let's first take a look at our peppers. These are commonly known as Japanese peppers or chili peppers. They're extremely hot. They're also terrific for the circulation. In fact, if cayenne pepper powder is not working to help you with your circulation, you might like to try one of these with a pinch of cinnamon up to a tablespoon in a full batch of chili. It will help, seriously. We have sage here. We know that sage is a wonderful protector. By the way, these are a protector, obviously fire and masculine, magically. Magically, sage is a wonderful protector and purifier. You can even just bundle this up and hang it on your door with a pretty ribbon once it's dried, and that makes a beautiful house protector. Speaking of protection, let's also talk about protection with purification. Now that is rosemary. Did you sweet kitchen witches know that rosemary can be substituted for any other herb, flower, or rosin required in a spell? Yes, it's true. Rosemary and roses are our two go-to gals in the garden. Just thought you might like to know. Oh, look, we have a couple of Echinacea here. Now, we know these are wonderful for boosting the immune system. They're also great little purifiers, especially if you're doing spells for family relationships or close friendship relationships. They're great in healing spells if the challenge that your healing the person who has requested the healing spell, is challenged with liver, kidney, immune system, blood system. Those make a great addition to any magical incense. Here we have nasturtium. Now I'm drying these to add perhaps to soups and broths, because they have this terrific peppery taste, whether they're dried or fresh. Now fresh, they look lovely in a salad, and they're very pretty on top of a gazpacho or even a chili. If it's a cooler summer night, that's always nice. And of course, they're very cheering, antidepressant. They can lift the mood. If you want to add them to a spell incense, you would use it to bring some exciting energy, to move stale energy out and bring something positive and cheerful in. Of course, we have our good friend Basil here, who's wonderful for helping us with intermarital relationships and happiness in the family, peace and harmony in the family. We have bergamot here. This is garden bergamot, monarda, a butterfly plant. This is wonderful for lifting the spirits. You can put it in tea. You can also use it in your spells. And if you're going to add that to a spell incense, you would do it maybe with some honeysuckle and some nasturtium to lift the spirits. Also, morning glory blossoms and leaves are wonderful to add to that incense mixture to cheer the heart. And maybe bring some new, bright, gently joyful, gently humorous energy into a stale or very negative, dour situation. Again, we have more sage here. This is the tricolor. That's what it looks like when it's drying. Again, terrific for your home, for protection, and wonderful in soups. And if you are an omnivore, delicious with meats. If you are not an omnivore, this is absolutely terrific to add to any meat substitute dish where you might use TVP or another plant protein base with a meat-like texture. Absolutely delicious. Try making a stuffing for your tofurkey If you are a vegetarian, if you are a strict vegan, this is marvelous with chickpeas and soya. Do try it in all of those ways. If you are an omnivore, and of course if you're vegan or vegetarian, only do the things that meet your requirements for your diet. Now this is an interesting plant. We have not covered this yet. This is curry plant. This is a native of Sri Lanka and India, and it is used there as, pardon me, an anti-flatulent. It's used for nausea and for other stomach problems. Also for pregnant persons, if you are having morning sickness, a little of this, the leaves and the root, chopped up a very tiny bit, you don't need much, maybe a quarter teaspoon in 8 ounces of boiling water with fresh lime juice and a little water, a little honey, or demerara sugar. And that should take care of the morning sickness on one level. It's a wonderful, wonderful stomach healer. It's also terrific for banishing evil. Now we know that that's code among witches for shifting a negative polarity in an environment or a relationship or a situation. You would want to use this curry, root and all, even just the leaves or just the stem. If you pick the leaves off to do something else with them, you can use just the stalk, the herb part, the stem, in an incense to shift things into a neutral and positive, both, space. We have some thyme here. We have 2 different kinds. We have a cultivar that's specialized, and then we have mother of thyme here. Both terrific for cleansing. They're also great in red meat dishes, and they're terrific with tomatoes, because we know the lycopene in tomatoes can really, really help your eyesight, can really boost your immune system, can really help your muscles. It does all sorts of things. And there's all kinds of information out there on all the great stuff lycopene does. It seems to be a general anti-aging panacea. Now, we know not everything does everything, but if we put 2 or 3 things together at once, we can do remarkable healing on a physical level as kitchen witches, which is why we like to use thyme. We like thyme with tomatoes. The tomatoes are anti-aging and antioxidant, and the thyme is highly antiseptic and has antibacterial properties also. So those 2 things going down the hatch and through the gullet can really boost your health and give you lots of great fuel. Let's go over here. We are our old friend epizodes here. Well, of course, I've got lots more of that. I love that in a black bean dish. It is terrific. And of course here we have this beautiful crescent moon of Thai basil, Siam Queen basil. It gets, I want to bring this in close so you can see that gorgeous color. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just beautiful. And it's very spicy. It has almost a cinnamon taste. And then, of course, we have our wonderful friend dill, and we have to take a look at this whole thing. Look at those beautiful flowers and those delicious seeds. Some of those will be eaten, and I will save some of them to plant. And we've got these long, healthy stalks. Those stalks are terrific. If you're making a vegetable broth, don't waste those stalks. Or you can bundle them and wrap a wish around them for protection and cleansing in a ritual. And just wrap that around a thin piece of paper and bundle it like a little bundle of sticks. And you can burn that in a sacred fire or a sacred cauldron. Little bundles for little cauldrons, big bundles for big cauldrons, because we don't need for the fire department to be part of your ritual. Now, these roots are absolutely imperative in your protection sachets. Just look at that long, pretty root. Isn't that beautiful? That's just beautiful. So, put those in your protection sachets. If you need to do a super duper strong protection spell, do it with dill root. And make sure you save some seeds so you have more roots for later. Oh, we missed a couple little friends here. This is wild mint. Yes, again, great for protection, great for your tummy, just terrific. This is a Chinese lantern. These are so beautiful, and they make terrific ground cover. They will grow anywhere, and they will grow unbidden. So if you need to cover a large area inexpensively, find somebody who has these, and just get a couple of these pods. The seeds are inside, and within a couple years you'll have a great big hedge. So those are wonderful for cheerfulness, courage, and, oh yes, protection. Fire energy protection. So do make sure that you get a hold of a couple of those if you can, even for ritual use, and you can display them as ornamentals still on their stalks, pretty little occasional arrangements around your home, and that will keep your house safe also. So I hope you've enjoyed this little herb chat too. It's kind of on the fly, spur of the moment, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope that this finds you well and happy and safe. And I wish you all good things. I wish you peace and happiness, health and wealth, joy and ease, always. Love you lots, and we'll chat again soon. Blessed be.